to another installment of the Payoff Pitch. I'm your host, Paul Valley. The Orioles, it finally happened. They finally lost a game after starting the season 7-0, losing to the Red Sox last night 4-2. So all the hopes of a 162-0 season kind of go out the window there. But seriously, it was bound to happen, and some might even look at it as a bit of a relief. A lot of pressure to keep winning when you started the season undefeated. You're winning 7 games in a row. You want to win 8. You want to win 9. You want to win 10. Set that franchise record. So hopefully, the Orioles can kind of feel that pressure release a little bit and just keep going out there and winning ball games. Keep winning series. They've played 3 series. They've won them all so far. They're headed to Texas now. They're going to be facing the Texas Rangers in a 4-game series down in Arlington, with Chris Tillman going against Cole Hamels tonight. So the 2 aces for their respective teams going this evening. Tillman against the Rangers for his career is 3-1 with a 4.67 ERA. All 3 of his wins, though, have come on Arlington. ERA on the road against the Rangers a little bit better at 3.91. So hopefully he can get something going there. Adrian Beltre should probably play a factor in the game tonight. He eats Tillman alive, 6 for 12 for a 500 batting average against him with a couple of doubles and a home run. So don't be surprised to see Adrian Beltre have something to do with this game before the night's over this evening. Cole Hamels, on the other hand, is 1-2 in 3 starts against the Orioles in his career with a 4.29 ERA. Mark Trumbo and J.J. Hardy both have pretty good numbers against him, both with 4 hits. Trumbo 4 for 12, Hardy 4 for 15, few extra base hits for the both of them against Hamels. So, should be a good game tonight. Hopefully the Orioles can continue their winning ways and come back to Baltimore for a quick 3-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays before heading back out on the road again. If you remember, the last time the Orioles were in Arlington, they got swept in a 3-game series, and it was during the lowest point of the season. It was last year in August. The Orioles got swept 3 games there after losing 3 of 4 games against the Royals in Kansas City and getting swept 4 games by the Minnesota Twins. So the 3-game series sweep at the hands of the Rangers last August in Arlington was in the midst of a stretch where the Orioles lost 12 of 13 games heading into the last month of the season, which essentially knocked them out of the playoffs. Orioles going in there this week, though, playing a little bit better, so hopefully they'll get in there, win 3 of 4. You can't leave with anything worse than a split. I know a split is like kissing your sister, it's tying in the series, but can't go in there and lose 3 of 4. You have to win at least 2, preferably 3 games or even 4. The Rangers right now are 20th in the majors with a .232 batting average. The Rangers and the Orioles have both scored 42 runs. Orioles pitching staff has a 3.04 ERA. The Rangers a 3.63, I believe. So pitching matchups are pretty similar. Both teams giving up just over 3 runs a game. Both teams scoring the same amount of runs. Orioles have a bit more power with their 14 home runs as opposed to the Rangers' 7 for the season. But the Rangers, some of their guys haven't really even gotten going yet. Prince Fielder's hitting under 200. Ian Desmond's hitting about 100 right now. But they have a solid lineup, like we said earlier. Adrian Beltre, Prince Fielder, Rougned Odor. You have Delino DeShields, and you have Ian Desmond in there. They have a solid lineup. They have a solid pitching staff. Speaking of their pitching staff, the Rangers are throwing out 3 lefties against the Orioles this week. They're going to be throwing Hamels, Colby Lewis, and Martin Perez against the O's this week. So we're going to see very little of Pedro Alvarez. Pedro doesn't even look like he wants to try against left-handers. He's so bad against them. So he probably won't be in the lineup the first 3 games of the series. See how it goes on Sunday. Other news, we talked about it at length in almost every show. The starting pitching has got to get deeper. Once again, last night, Ubaldo Jimenez was only able to go 5 innings, and now makes 7 games out of 8 in which the starters have not logged more than 5 innings. They need better. Luckily, Buck is a wizard at maneuvering the bullpen. He brought in Tyler Wilson last night, who gave the Orioles 3 strong innings. That was the only reliever they used. The night before, after Mike Wright only went 5 innings, they brought in T.J. McFarland, who went just about 3 innings. So, and the good news there is that Buck has a lot of guys this year that have options. Mike Wright has an option, McFarland has an option, Tyler Wilson has an option. So he can kind of use that shuttle between Norfolk and Baltimore and send pitchers down, bring pitchers up, which is going to help the team. Last year they didn't have that situation, so it kind of hurt them a bit. The only guy that is potentially an odd man out that doesn't have any options is Vance Worley, who's making a start tomorrow. I don't think the Orioles want to get rid of him. And I've been up and down about this all season so far and all spring training. I don't think the Orioles want to get rid of him, so I think he moves to the bullpen once Gausman comes back in that Toronto series. I'd rather see Tyler Wilson stay on the roster. He's gone 6 scoreless innings to start the season. He pitched on opening day and then didn't pitch again until yesterday. But even though I think Mike Wright has better stuff, I think Tyler Wilson is more Major League ready, and I think he's proven he's a Major League pitcher. So when Gausman comes back, I'd rather see Mike Wright go down to the minors and start. Even though I don't think he has anything left to prove, I don't think he presents the Orioles with the best option at the Major League level. I could be wrong. He's only made 1 start, but we'll see. So, but yeah, Buck maneuvering this bullpen is really helping the team right now. I still don't think that you want them logging as many innings. They're now up to 32 1/3 innings through 8 games of the season. So they're averaging about 4 innings a game, and that's not good. You don't want that. You can't have that if you expect to win ball games. And I know last year the Kansas City Royals went on to win a World Series with a bad starting rotation and a solid bullpen who was pitching a lot of innings for them, but I think that's the exception more than the norm. So Orioles need Tillman to go deep tonight. Vance Worley, I don't know how long you can expect him to go tomorrow, considering he was on a 80-pitch count when he made his first start on Sunday. Hopefully they up that to about 90 to 100, and maybe he can give him 6 strong innings tomorrow. We'll see. Don't have a lot of faith in him in the rotation, but like I said, we'll see. But so yeah, that's the big issue has been all year. It's hard to find issues when your team is 7-1, but at the same time, for me anyway, 7-1 doesn't feel as good as it probably should, just because I am really, really concerned about this starting rotation. I think it's a big red flag, and I don't want to see the Orioles come back down to earth and fall into mediocrity because their starting rotation can't give them more than 5 innings. We need starters to get longer, go deeper. And you got to think, when Gausman comes back, he's probably not going to be able to throw more than about 80 to 90 pitches in his first start back, because it's not like he's down in the minors on a rehab assignment throwing 100 pitches every start. He's going 2, 3, 4 innings down there. So, could be long roads ahead. Hopefully not. Hopefully the starters kind of get it together. The team staff as a whole has been pitching pretty well. They just have to stop throwing so many pitches. Ubaldo was all over the strike zone last night. Condense the pitches, get more consistent in the strike zone, pitch to contact, and, get it going. Get deeper, help the team. The starters pitch well, this team's going to win, and that's the bottom line. That's how it's going to be. Good starting pitching with an offense, a defense, and a bullpen like this. The Orioles are going to win a lot of games, and they already have so far. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Paul Valley III. Like I said, I've got a Facebook page in the works. Unfortunately, what I do here doesn't really pay me at all. So I have another job that I do, so I haven't had much time to get that Facebook page going. But I will get it up and running here in the next few days, hopefully, and have something for you guys. Until then, as always, go O's. Thanks for watching.